Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great weekend. This is our weekly watch list video highlighting a few stocks we are watching. So getting things started, the first thing I want to do is break down QQQ. What have we seen here on QQQ within the last week, and then what can we expect to see within the coming week? And the first thing that I see is this attempted 3-bar play that ends up failing up here. So we get this move up here, and really what happens is we try to break out, and then we stuff this lower, and we make a new daily low right here. So for me, tomorrow, the long scenario is anything over 482.27 with a trade up into 485.15 or 485.12. We have untested pre-market highs still that are going to act as a key area or a liquidity area up here into 489.35. So definitely keeping that on watch. But clearly, as you guys can see, this is a nice uptrend here. This could be the pullback for the uptrend move here. Now, what would get me really interested in shorts here on Monday is if we open below 480.75 and we don't trade above the opening print for then a move that could look something similar to this. So 482.27 and then 480.75 going to be the important areas here to watch on Monday. Either this is going to be a pullback that forms the higher low right here for then that move to make new higher highs and test up into this pre-market high, or the flip side, this is the lower high right here that then trades and puts in a bounce or a push lower before making that bounce up here and then rolling over like such. Even when we go out to the weekly, that's an interesting weekly candle here that could see some rollover, and something I definitely want to keep on watch here is if we hold below this weekly bar low, we can definitely see that test to the downside here this week. The first name is going to be Amazon, weekly 3-bar play here. So if you can see this, you get this is bar 1, that is 2, and then this is 3 right here. Really nice breakout, and we break over its high right here. Presumably the target is going to be into 191.70 as long as we're over this bar's high right here. And really, if we hold 186.61, this looks like it wants to test up into those 52-week highs here today or this week. So definitely something to keep on watch. And when we look even into the daily chart, we come down, we have this clear downtrend right here. So this downtrend here that then flips, and we put in the higher low right here. We've put in the higher high after we break right here. And presumably this is the uptrend or the start of the trend for that move higher, where I think we test up into 190.91 and then up into this 191.70 area overhead this week, which is going to be the main watch here on this one. Definitely strong if we go even into the 4-hour. Really nice trend strength. So if you look at this, then we get this descending trend line, then we get this ascending trend line. We broke, but then what happens here? Higher low, we break this higher high, another higher low, and then a higher high over this pivot right here, presumably for that move higher up into, again, as mentioned, this area overhead. The next one, Microsoft, this looks really, really good. And this, when you go into the daily, it's a daily buy that triggers, it's a higher low, and it's really just a flag. So if you think of this move right here, you get this move higher, now we're flagging right here, and then this is that breakout bar. So over 450.60, eyeing this long here to the upside with room up into 452, 454, 455, just psych regions overhead, because this is going to be at 52-week highs, so you don't have any prior price data. So very, very strong move. In nice strength. So contrary to the QQQ that's putting in a weekly bar, this looks very, very strong here for that continuation move. Again, over 450.60 is going to be my main watch. And then Tesla, really interesting weekly, and this is so narrow. So it's forming this tight wedge. And when wedges that form like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, basically 2 months of consolidation, this could really move if it breaks out. So I do not want to see it below 177.94. So if we're below this weekly bar's low, I think we see some downside, but I like how we have minimal drawdown on this weekly bar that then can trade higher here this week. In that higher scenario is anything on this right here. So you can see this bar 1, and then you get this consolidation, which is really just a flag. So anything over 185, watching longs then up into, there's room up into this 192.34 area, and then 199 to 200 area, which is simply just this pivot that failed before we ended up consolidating here. So those are going to be my main watches here this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let us know down below. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. Thank you.